It's me. Go and tell Soul Group I'm here. Shh. Yes, it's me. Go and get Soul Group. I'll be right here. Is everybody here? Everybody's here. Okay. It's me, Soul Group. How's everybody doing? I'm having a damn good time, Brother Sparky. Yeah, just wanted to check in and make sure everything was working. Got the new setup. Got the new setup. So I was like, let me stop in and see how everything's working. So, let's check my emails. So group, thank you for reaching out. Everything is fine. We're going to resume on tomorrow. Back to normal. Back to normal. We won't stop. We'll be on Facebook a little longer. We'll be there a little longer. But yeah, we're leaving. We're going to go to YouTube. But I wanted to stop in here and give everything a test run. Got some new tunes that was donated by some soul group. So I'm loving the new vibes. I'm loving the new vibes and new music. And I just briefly wanted to discuss one of the emails that I got. Yeah, I'm in here vibing. So I actually got an email from one of soul groups asking me. It was like, Sifu Lester, why do you still train Tai Chi after all of these years? It says, they asked me, why do I still train? So I was like, instead of answering that question directly to them, that question kind of inspired my mind and just made me want to actually share with Soul Group. Share with Soul Group. Why do we continue along this journey, or Tai Chi? Why do we continue to practice? Why do so many practitioners continue to train Tai Chi for so long, for decades? Why? So I said, let me come, sneak in. Yeah, go tell Soul Group. Go tell them. We're going to talk about self-mastery today? Because I simply said the reason that I continue to train personally is because I'm on a path to self-mastery. You get what I'm saying? I'm on a path to self-mastery. Does that mean anything to anyone in the soul group here? What does self-mastery mean to you? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Self-mastery. We're just going to do a little talking here. We're just going to do a little talking here. What is self-mastery? Why do practitioners continue to train an art for decades of their life? Why do some people designate their entire life to studying, practicing, teaching an art? Robbie says it's your mission. Rob says it's his mission. Well, soul group, I'm assuming that everyone here knows who I am. It looks like all soul group here, but yeah, this is me. This is Sifu Lester. I know I got on my costume here. I'm kind of like incognito. I kind of snuck in on you. You didn't know I was gonna be here, right? Yeah, Tai Chi table talk. Let's do it. Worth of learning life. I like that. I like that, Rob. Worth of learning life, Rob says. Anybody else want to chip in on that? Anybody else want to chip in on why do you train your Tai Chi? Hey, Brother Gary, man, I snuck in, man. It's me. Yeah, it's me. I'm incognito, but tell Soul Group. Tell Soul Group. Tell Soul Group I'm here. Shh. Increased quality of life, Darlene. Okay, good. So, yeah, so I know I'm in the right place. So, Brother Sparky said he trained for the love of the art and the way it makes me feel. Know thyself to better thyself, to better the world. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'm here with the new setup. New tunes. Got some tunes actually donated to us. But as I told you, I simply said self-mastery. Yeah, I've been receiving a lot of questions, but I wanted to take care of this one first of all. So what is self-mastery? Self-mastery, to master the self. Brother Sparky, you said something about self-mastery, right? So personally, for me, I like to define self-mastery as being highly skilled, maybe very proficient in maybe two areas of my life. Yeah. To be the master of our own self, to fully understand like who we really are. To me, self-mastery is simply like a way to discover the inner guru, the teacher within. You know, I always say, I'm not your teacher, I'm just a guide. So the guide is the bridge that takes the student to the guru that's within, because we're all our own teachers. You know, although having a guide can certainly help us along the way, we must all walk our own path. The path is unique. The path is unique to everyone. The experience, you see, it's all about personal experience. It's all about personal experience. Yeah, we're just doing a little Tai Chi table talk, talking about self-mastery and what does self-mastery mean to you as an individual. Actually, someone sent me a question asking me about self-mastery, and I wanted to just share with the group, explain it, because it's really not so simple. It's not so simple. It's easy, but not so simple. You see, because first of all, we must take full responsibility of our own life. We must take full responsibility of our own life. Full. Full. Not partial. We got to take full responsibility. So in this means of self-mastery, it's not talking about being in control of anyone else. No one outside of ourselves, you see, because we're not anyone else's master. We must master ourselves. No one else. It's simply to say, it's a realization that we, as individuals, we realize that we're all connected to the universe. One breath, right? One mind. And that everything around us is basically harmonious. No enemy, no conflict. It's non-conflictual, you know? Everything works in harmony. Just like the yin-yang sign behind me, right? Just like the yin-yang sign. It's yin and yang, they're negative, but it doesn't mean, I mean, they're opposites, but it doesn't mean that they're causing friction or conflictual. They're working in a harmonious fashion. The universe works in harmony. You see, people thinking about antagonistic ways when they see that. They think one is against the other. No, they're not against each other, the yin-yang sign. They're working together, family. They're working together. You see, no enemy, no conflict. See, the true Tai Chi master is a master of everything in his or her life, including the finances, including our finances and our everyday affairs. It's not just about punching and kicking, you see. The true master is the master of everything in their life, because they, first of all, they take 100%, 1000%, as Brother Rob says, accountability. Because we were all born to lead ourselves, not anyone else. To simply lead ourselves out of the pain and suffering that we're currently living in, fam. To take us out of that. To truly live in harmony with the universe. Yeah, they complement each other, Sister Neptune. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Yeah, it's me. So what's the very, very first step? The very first step to self-mastery is, what is it? What's the first step? Who can tell me? Anybody can tell me what is the first step to self-mastery? I'm just putting it out there. What is it? There's no right or wrong. We're just talking, fam. We're just having dialogue. This is how we grow together. This is how we understand. I'll tell you how, what to me, in the way that it was taught to me, the very first step, thank you, Sifu, the very first step to self-mastery is, and I told you all when I first started learning with Sifu, the first thing that he taught me was meditation, sitting meditation, 6 months, meditation only, that was it. So to me, the first step, and it's a never-ending progress, right? It is to become conscious of who we are. The first step is to become consciously aware of who we are. And then we can master our gifts and our talents and share those gifts and talents with the entire world. But first, we got to know who we are. It says, like any spiritual practice, the path to self-mastery, that continuously unfolds throughout the duration of our life. So you never truly come to an end of mastery, of self-mastery. It continues to progress, and there is no limits. It's limitless, it's boundless. Hey, yeah, it's me. See, I'm so incognito, my own family didn't recognize me, family, so go tell everybody I'm here. Go tell, let the soul group know I'm here.
Back in the dynasty.
Internal self-directed journey. That's the best way I can explain it. And also check this out, fam. On top of that, our personal progress is only determined by us. That's what we have to do. Just as my good sister just said, we have to take full accountability. We have to take accountability. There's no pointing the finger. So yeah, what Carrie Lynn says, acceptance. Acceptance. Accepting, Brother Gary says, accepting you can control everything. Health. Having the desire, right desire. You can't control everything. That's part of monkey mind. We're going to get there. We're getting there right now. So the key to mastery in anything, and we all know this, we can certainly agree on this. The key to self-mastery in anything, we have to have practice. Daily routine. We have to have a daily routine. So although I wasn't present and accounted for, I know that soul groups still been getting their practice in because they're all on the path of self-mastery. I know soul groups still training, so I don't worry about it. I know that. So the more you practice, the more proficient you become. Everyday practice is better than practicing 3 days a week. I would prefer you to practice 20 minutes every day as opposed to 3 hours each day for 3 days out of the week. You get what I'm saying? You follow me, family? So a little bit of practice every day, consistency, is better than missing days and then saying, okay, I'm going to put in an hour today. No, it doesn't work that way, fam. It doesn't work. I won't say it doesn't work that way. I'm not going to say that because I've never actually gone down that path. But I will say that it doesn't work as efficiently because it's think of this. If you're cooking food on the stove, right, and you turn on the fire, food's cooking, but it's not done yet. It's still cooking. And then suddenly you turn off the fire and say you'll be back. You're going to turn, and then you turn it back on again. Then you turn it off again. That's the same thing in this analogy.
Do we have ice?
We got those frozen packs in the freezer.
Ashley made pork and corn food. Was that right?
Oh, okay. No. Oh, no. So you guys follow me? So you can control everything within. You cannot control it. I like that, Madeline. Did y'all hear that? That was a big one. That was a real big one right there. All right, see you later. So Sister Madeline says, you can control everything within, but you cannot control anything without. Boom. Hey, let me get, hey. No doubt. So when we say spiritual practice, you know, that not only denotes what you do, but also implies the necessity of regularity. Did you pick that up, family? When we talk about having a spiritual practice of self-mastery, because we're not talking about, we have to master the flesh in order to stay in tune or have a stronger connection with our true essence, our true self, right? So spiritual practice does not only denote what we do, but it also denotes or implies the necessity of having regularity, everyday routine, everyday practice. Because without practice and dedication, right? Without practice and dedication, forget about mastery. There is no mastery, right? Because as we already know, everything is a projection of ourself. Everything is a projection of ourself. So therefore, think of this. If everything is a projection of ourselves, follow me on this, family. I don't want to lose you on this. So if everything is a projection of ourselves, Wouldn't that mean that if we were to practice, we could become a master of everything? If we were to practice a little bit of this every day, a little bit of that every day, a little bit of this every day, but we could become a master of everything eventually, right? Maybe so, but wouldn't that be a hell of a long procedure, a hell of a long process? Wouldn't it be a lot simpler to simply, I say simple, but wouldn't it make a lot more sense to simply master ourselves? If we master ourselves, we don't have to master all of these things because we have become the master of ourselves. Whatever we come in contact with outside of ourselves, it's already been mastered. I hope that makes sense. You know, Sifu would oftentimes say to me, he would always begin by saying, he would say, son, he gave this little analogy. He says, if you capture the fort, you know, like a fort or like a battle where a battle takes place. He says, if you capture the fort, the entire territory becomes yours. You get what I'm saying? If you capture the fort, this is the fort. The fort, we are the fort. If we capture ourselves, the entire territory becomes ours because we have centered ourselves. We have become the center of our own universe. Everything revolves around us. This is the victory of self-mastery. This is the victory of self-mastery. You see, now self-mastery does have requirements. It does have requirements, and this is where a lot of people fall off. And they never get to reach the point of self-mastery. So they never get to reach the point where they're really living their best life ever. Because they never really know who they are. Because, as I say, self-mastery does have requirements. Patience. Gotta have patience. Everybody's rushing, running around, doing nothing right now. Everybody's running around doing nothing. They were until the pandemic hit. Now everybody's on lockdown. This is the best time ever to find yourself, right now. You got all the time in the world. I'm talking to the majority. You don't have to make any excuses about not having enough time anymore. Being in the here and now. Oh yeah, you can get daily routine going right now. You can wake up and train. You see, when you find yourself during this pandemic, it's similar to caterpillar. Caterpillar going into the cocoon, right? Doing the resting phase. Well, that's not a resting phase. That caterpillar is still developing, getting ready to take flight. You see, we are the caterpillars right now. Oh, I'm training more than ever right now, family. My team over here, we putting in mad work. We're not playing. Oh yeah, now we got a live-in facility closing on it real soon. You see, it's a lot going on behind the scenes. So we don't stop living. We don't find excuses. We keep training, family. Everything passes by. We want to come out of this situation a lot stronger and not a lot worse. That's what we want to focus on. So we got to have patience. Truthfulness. We have to be true to ourselves. Purity and impeccable faith. I said impeccable faith. I put stress on that. Because sometimes we say we have faith, but we really don't. We give up. We give up. We have to see it through. We have to see it through, fam. Hey, soul group. Shh, yeah, it's me. Come on in, Belinda. Go tell some people to come in. We're talking about self-mastery right now. Well, you missed a lot of the intro, but we still digging deep. We still digging into it. Yeah, go tell some people. Come on back. Got the new setup here, new tunes, new vibes. We just riding out. Go get them. I'll wait for them. I'm not going anywhere. Got students coming over. So check this out, family. So We know we must have patience, right? We know there must be purity, truthfulness, true to ourselves, right? We know that we must have impeccable faith. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. And soul group will always be there for you. That's why we have a soul group. It's called Uplift. We help each other along the way. And I say it all the time. Nobody gets left behind. But you can't give up on yourself, family. See, that's called perseverance. We must have the patience to accept what is not, and also to know when to allow things to simply unfold on their own. We got to let things unfold on their own. Give it time. The pandemic gonna pass us by, family. Gonna pass us by. Soul group. Soul group. I'm happy to see y'all. Come on in. We're talking about self-mastery, see? And I hope that we're all on the same path. You know, when I tell you that although we have fun with Tai Chi, and I like to have fun, I get a little animated or whatever, but this is real serious work, family. This is about self-mastery. This is about living our best life ever. About finding out who we really are. To be true to self was also a requirement. A lot of people don't have that. To be true not only in our words, but also our actions. To be honest with ourselves. Because when we lie to ourselves, we start putting ourselves down. We're going the wrong way. See, we have to be pure in our lifestyle. I'm only telling the truth, family. We have to be pure in our healthy diet. We got to have a healthy diet, family. There's no secrets. We can't bullshit ourselves thinking we can eat all kind of garbage and live our best life ever. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. We got to be real. We got to continuously look to see what it is we can move out of our life and constantly improve ourselves. I'm constantly looking at my diet. I'm still making improvements on my diet. But I started, and I'm not BSing myself. Regular exercise, soul group, we know that. We got to have regular exercise, or these bodies going to deteriorate even faster than they are. As we do exercise, they deteriorate. So when we're not, the damn show fall apart, family. We got to keep it real. We got to have regular exercise. These bodies were made to move. They were made to move. If you don't move it, you lose it. It may sound cliche, but it's real. What about good sleep? Who's staying up all night? Who's staying up all night? You know, we have there's an organ clock. If you're into traditional Chinese martial arts, if you study Tai Chi, you may be interested in studying the organ clock. The Chinese, the TCM, traditional Chinese medicine organ clock. You might want to check that out, family. Our organs are made to sleep, and they also are made to work at their highest capacity during certain hours. If we're not giving them what they need, our body will simply continue to be depleted of resources, family. It's simple science. It's simple science. It doesn't take a degree in any type of science. To have faith in the path, we talked about that. We got to have faith in the path. Do you have faith in the path? Do you trust what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? How do we build more faith in the path? Research. There's so much information out here right now. People don't like to read, family. People don't like to read. That's true. You got to pick up a book. As my good friend says, instead of jumping up and jumping on Facebook, jump up and put your face in a damn book. We talking about self-mastery. Sometimes we got to kick ourselves in the butt. How much time are we spending on Facebook? It's not even that. What are you doing when you're on Facebook? Are you doing something that's going to help you grow, or are you on there wasting your time? I had to keep it real with myself because I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm online a lot. But I make sure that I'm doing the right thing and I don't get distracted. Oftentimes I do. But I don't get distracted as much anymore because I keep it real with myself. I say, Lester, you're wasting your damn time. You could be building, you could be making another video. You could be studying something instead of looking at somebody's feed. We talking about self-mastery, family. So yeah, we getting real. We talking about living our best life ever. It ain't easy. It's not. It get a little rough sometimes. We bump our knees, but we get back up. So what are some things that we can do to truly unlock our full potential? We're talking about self-mastery. What can we do, you and I, soul group, we talking, it's family now. What can we do to unlock our true potential of actually seeking self-mastery? What are some things we can do? Go ahead, holler at the group, fam. We're going to be here for a few more minutes. I got a lesson coming up at 3 p.m. But holler at the family. Let them know. What are some things? And like I said, there's no right or wrong. We just sharing here. We just having fun, family. We hanging out in the living room. Tai Chi minds. We just sharing minds of self-mastery. So what inspired this little talk here was Soul Group asked me, why do I continue to practice Tai Chi for so long? Why do some people practice for decade upon decade? What keeps them going? What's their intention? What's the reason? They were being inquisitive about the art. So I said, okay, let me share with the entire family. So here we are talking about it. So I would say getting right back to our practice. Tai Chi, moving meditation, sitting meditation, standing meditation. It could even be working in the garden with awareness. Awareness is one of the main things we have to have. Because just as human beings, our thoughts, right? Our thoughts, they're constantly taking us into the future or the past. You agree with that, fam? You agree with that? Think about it. Our thoughts, most of the time, they're taking us into the future, or they're based on the future, or they're based on the past. But how often is it based on the right now? How often is it based on the right now? Thoughts are constantly taking us into the future and the past. But hey, consequently, check it out now. Consequently, this is probably where most people spend most of their life. Yes. Not too many people are aware in the present, living in the right now. Not too many, fam. You see, because most of us simply hadn't been taught that living in the now, like right now, that's where we actually connect to our higher self. I figured this out. When we're in the present, in the right now, and we continue to train that every single day, boy, that's super damn powerful, family. Because now we're beginning to tap back into the essence of who we really are. We begin to wake up our original life force energy. That is us. That is us. We're not the future. We're not the past. We're not worry. We're not fear. We're not hate. We're none of that. That's very low vibrational. Sadly enough, most of the world, family, is living in a very low vibrational state. That's why I say there's never been a better time for Tai Chi than right now, family. The world needs us, family. The world needs to know about these arts. Don't you agree? The more we can tell more people about it, more people will become influenced and get involved. A lot of people don't know. They don't even know that there's hope. They've given up because they don't know any other way. They haven't been taught, family. I wasn't taught. But I was destined to be here. It was my destiny to be here. Thankfully, I found Tai Chi. Now is all we have. That's where our spirit resides. The spirit resides in the now. That's why when we're doing our Tai Chi practice together and we get our mind right and we just flowing, and it's just super powerful, but also super relaxed and super beautiful. That's the spirit, family. That's the meditation in motion. And then we learn how to take we learn how to take all of this stuff that people think looks so silly and stupid. We take that into our family life. We take that into our business life. We take that into all our relationships. And all of those things they grow. They grow exponentially. There's no limit because everybody is living in the spirit, family. When you're living in the spirit, oh man, it's just super powerful. But it's not powerful, see, because people don't understand what power is. First of all, with great power becomes great responsibility. I'll say it again. With great power comes great responsibility. People misuse power, and they also have a wrong idea of what power is. True power, and you can write this down if you wish. This is from Sifu Ron. R.I.P. to Sifu. Rest in power. Rest in power. Proper operation with eternal rule. Eternal meaning not this external false egotistic way of trying to be powerful over others. No. Proper operation with eternal rule. That's real power, you see. This is our direct route to the pure awareness. Right, it's found right inside of that silent space. However, the breath, being aware of our breath, flowing in and out in that quiet space, that's where it's at, family. That's where it's at. That's where the true power's at. Yeah, we just hanging here talking a little bit. We're almost done. New tunes flowing. How y'all like the tunes, fam? I'm playing them a little low so they don't overtake. They don't overtake what we got going on here. But they definitely set the tone. So what can we do in our silence? What do we do in our silence? Why silence? Well, remember we talked about awareness, right? First of all, when we're sitting in silence, we become more aware of our thoughts. We become aware of the thoughts. Don't chase them. Let them come, let them go. We also become aware of our emotions. Remember, we talked about self-accountability. Right, so we got to start taking accountability, family. Being aware of our thoughts. What are we thinking about? Why are we thinking about this? What is this thought? Where is it coming from? Why am I so emotional? In the beginning, we only want to be a witness of these thoughts, of these emotions. We let them come, we let them go, because they'll continue to come and go forever. Remember, resistance, if we resist, it only makes persistence. It becomes more persistent. It becomes more persistent. Don't resist. Let it come, let it go, just like the clouds. Let it flow. Now, anytime during the day, this is good practice. No matter if you're eating, walking, working, doing anything. I don't care what it is. Take one moment. Just one moment. Push the pause button and stop for a second. Just pause. Ask yourself. We're talking about those thoughts and those emotions. Ask yourself, who's listening? Lester, who's listening? Ask yourself. Pause. Stop. This is real practice. Who's watching? Lester, who's watching? Who is it? Who's smelling? Who's tasting? Who is it? Who's doing the feeling? Who is it? You see, this is the mind training, see? Because there is a presence. There's a witness. There is a witness. This is our higher being, our higher self being aware. It's our higher self being aware of all of those questions that you just asked. Who is it that's listening? The observer, not the participant. Not the participant, the observer. Yes. See, now we're getting into sitting meditation and moving meditation and mindfulness training, because this is where we find the observer. The observer is the spirit. Y'all get me, fam? Everything in life requires discernment. It requires choice. Everything in life before self-mastery is a choice. Everything in life before self-mastery is a choice. Also, our choices, we're talking about accountability now. So our choices have created, some people don't want to fess up. Some people don't want to fess up. But our choices have created the life we have right now. Don't mean to step on no toes. But sometimes self-mastery, things get a little rough. We fall down and scrape our ankles and bump our knees. Y'all follow me, soul group? You see, but this is the problem. It's when we allow the ego to control our choices. That's the problem. Because it's no longer you that's making those choices. They're all based off of the ego, the fake you. It's not really you. It's not the observer that was paying attention to the questions that were asked. See, now, by letting the ego take control of those choices, we live in a very low, very, very low vibrational state. You see, but when we choose forgiveness, compassion, and truth, we move into our true self, which is self-mastery. So, to discern is to choose wisely. To discern is to choose wisely. Shh, Sister Megan, it's me. Tell the soul group. Yeah, I snuck in, incognito, got on my costume. So to discern is to choose wisely. See, first we need to be aware that there are choices. As I said, some people don't even know that there are choices available. I didn't know. And then we learn to choose, but to choose consciously. To become, listen to me, fam, to become a conscious choice maker. That's the way. To become a conscious choice maker. Oh, it's super powerful. Yes, it is. It's super powerful because you don't get in the way anymore. See, it just flows right through you. And it's always on time. Tai Chi is always on time. Never late, never early. Always on time, see? A true Tai Chi master, always on time. But it's just as simple, family. It's just as simple as Sifu always says, open your heart. Why do I always say open your heart? Because a closed heart, listen to me, family. I hope you tune in on this one. It says, because a closed heart cannot ask for guidance. A closed heart cannot ask for guidance. So our choices are no longer coming from love. They're coming from fear. Because we're coming from survival instead of thriving, we're surviving. It's simply different. So ask yourself, what would my higher self do? Make this a practice. What would my higher self do? Write that down. You see, by asking this question, we will always be true to ourselves. Always be true to ourselves. Because when we choose light over darkness, the entire universe opens up to us. The entire universe begins to conspire to see you be successful. The entire universe. Absolutely working in your power. Now, how powerful is that? When you have the universe supporting you? Whew. How powerful is that? Now, this by no means doesn't mean that we shouldn't use our own common sense. But always remember that first. Remember I said Tai Chi is always on time, right? So always remember that very first impulse. Not emotion. No. Impulse. The impulse comes from the heart. We got to open the heart. The impulse comes from the heart. Hey fam, we should pick up on this conversation. Come on in. Yeah, we should pick up on this conversation. We'll pick up on this. I got students coming over. We got a lot to get done. But hey, we jumped in pretty deep. I got on the whole costume today.
I like that.
Snuck in on them, incognito. Brother Marcus is here. We get ready to get it in, fam. I miss you guys too. But you know what? I have not been idle one bit. I've been putting in work. All at the benefit of Soul Group. I hope y'all enjoyed that little gathering today. That was all spirit. Spirit said share with Soul Group. Share with Soul Group. We had 27 viewers today. Hey Kim, you found us, huh? I saw you checking in on the other computer, but I couldn't respond. I saw you checking in. I'm glad you found us. Yeah, it's me. I just got on my costume. I actually like wearing that. First time I wore that hat. That was all spirit guided, fam. We're talking about self-mastery today. That was fun. Although it's fun, we dropped a lot of knowledge in there, family. We dropped a lot of knowledge in there. Don't you agree? Somebody picked up something in there that's going to be life-changing. Somebody picked up something in there that's going to be life-changing. Because, trust me, a lot of people don't even know how lost they are. And this is not to talk down on anybody. Because we're all human, so that means we're all still working on it to a certain degree, for sure. It's a continuous process. We never completely master ourselves, family. Unless you give up. I don't give up. I know we can always do better. Every day. We can always do better. Every day. We'll get deeper into it. There's a couple other things I wanted to talk about. And I didn't quite get there. But that was an impromptu. That was impromptu. And it was fun. Self-mastery. And we attracted a lot of new people today. People peeping in. I see them peeping. I see you peeping in. Say hello if you peep in. At least say hello. Say hello or something. Yeah, I see a lot of faces I've never seen before today. They don't even say hello, fam. Yeah, we're going to check out. I love you guys. See you in 2 hours or no, 2 hours. Oh, no. Not today, fam. Tomorrow. I put up the schedule for tomorrow. We'll get back on it tomorrow. We'll get on tomorrow. Master Clark's in the house. I believe Master Clark's out in Colorado. Very highly skilled martial artist that I've seen doing Tai Chi way back in the day and gathered much inspiration from. Master Clark, big shout out to you, my brother. Yeah, this brother was actually teaching Tai Chi out to the Denver Broncos, the football team. So that should say a whole lot about Tai Chi and his abilities to teach such an art to professional athletes. Master Clark. Yeah, check him out. He's on Facebook. He's right here in the YouTube right now. Check him out. Highly skilled brother. Absolutely. Well, fam, I didn't forget about y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Flexible Strength, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to get it in. Love you guys. Peace.